Onboarding automations are probably one of the easiest automations and systems out there that I've built out myself many times over. This is a very easy setup that you can just copy over into your coaching, consultancy, or any sort of creator's model that you have. That is what this system is perfect for. And since it is basically industry standard by now, I'll be showing you how to do this on WAP. So every time a payment goes through, the prospect gets an email with an onboarding link, and then every time that link gets fulfilled or that form gets filled, you get a notification on Slack. This is a very straightforward automation that you can set up in 5 minutes. And also, as a fail-safe system, I've implemented a payment failed intent as well. This is for any payments that didn't go through or the bank rejected. I have a separate email that you'll see in a minute that also gets sent out to the prospect in that case. So as you can see, I created a test community on WAP, and if you go into payments, in your case, you'll have a payment checkout link. And every time this is filled, you can fire off a Zapier automation. So you'll see that the two payment intents I have in Zapier. I have used Make.com for the onboarding part, but I use Zapier for these two. Since Make actually does not allow a WAP integration directly, it goes through some paid third-party app, but Zapier does this very easily. So the first one is a payment failed. Let's take a look at that. So it's just two modules, very simple. If a WAP payment gets registered as a fail, I can't actually test this right now. And if that happens, this email gets sent out, and it looks a bit like this. And the user would get an automated email that says, hey, not sure what happened, here's some things you can try. And of course, you can populate this with troubleshooting links or just links to your support email or contact. Next, we would go down the success route. So this is actually what happens when a payment does go through. So as you can see, payment succeeded, and then email by Zapier module will send a confirmation email that looks like this. So payment successful, here are the next steps. You can fill out an onboarding form, which we'll get to in a minute. And then you can also put your WhatsApp group, your network, whatever it is. You can also add that into here. So the next step would be the onboarding form itself. And you want to ask them some form of questions that will just give you a better understanding of who is entering your paid community, who is actually into what it is that you're selling. So we'll click on that. So as you can see, we're asking first name, last name, phone number, things like a primary offer. Obviously, you can customize this to your liking. We can send that off. And then if we go here and run this make module. So this is basically just a Google Forms connection and then to a Slack message in the onboarding channel. If you're wondering how to customize, I'll show you how the message looks like in just a minute, but if you're wondering how to customize these so that they are not just plain text, you can go to Slack Block Kit. Yeah. You can go to Slack's Block Kit builder, and they actually have a lot of templates that you can just copy paste the code from. And you can just make messages like with custom code blocks. You can make them with buttons as well, connect those to via a Replit or any other software pretty much, and just make full-fledged agents if you want as well. So this is really cool. And the message itself actually just looks like this. So we get onboard form submission, we got the name, we get when they filled it out, their email, phone, what they offer, and then basically every single information that they filled out on the form itself. So this comes to your side. And on their side, they would receive the onboarding email and a confirmation at the end, which is optional. So yeah, very simple build. There's not much to it in terms of actual business ROI, but these are just small gaps that can really be filled, and they create this coherent brand image of you, basically. And it really helps with, especially if you have multiple people running an operation, it really helps with syncing communication and making sure that every single team member is on the same page. So yeah. I hope you learned something, and yeah, thank you for your time.